Xavier Wills and Michael Galley here for RX Muscle Australia. We're here and we're going to preview the 2013 IFBB Nordic Pro, which is held in Finland. Now, Mick, this is a show that has actually no American competitors that are signed up to the contest yet. So whether there will be someone that jumps in last minute or not, there is no Americans, which is a very rare thing for a contest.
Is that a first? I've never heard of no one, not one American in there. I mean, Tony was in, wasn't he? Tony Freeman, but he's chosen to just do the Olympia, hasn't he?
Yeah, Tony Freeman was in the show, but yeah, he's decided to concentrate on the Olympia, and now he's actually working with RxMuscle.com's Dave Palumbo as well. So they've teamed up a few times, so it'll be interesting to see what Tony brings to the Olympia. But we're going to focus on the Nordic Pro, Mick, and one guy who was kind of going to be one of the favourites or one of the top guys going in is Robert Piotrkowicz. He's torn his tricep and he's out of a show, so that kind of those two outs really do kind of weaken the lineup a little bit. But had he been in the show, he would have done, I think, quite well. But you'd have to say front runner now, Mick, is Lionel Baiki, who is coming off a second in Chicago, a fifth in Tampa, and a third in Dallas this year. So he's had a reasonably successful year while still not coming in at his best condition. Do you think anyone can beat him here?
Mate, most of the times I'd say I would highly doubt anyone would beat him, but you just don't know over here in Finland and how their politics work over there. I don't think if it was a fair comp, I can't see anyone beating him. He's got the size. I mean, we saw a couple of photos of him a few days ago. He was looking even sharper than his last comp, so he's going to be dialed in perfectly.
Yeah, and the thing is, he's working with Dennis James now as well, so he only needs 1 point to qualify for the Olympia because he's just 1 point outside. I think he's on 8 points, and he just needs 9 to tie with Ed Nunn and Essa Obaid. So I'm sure he'll be happy to get to the Olympia. Perhaps one of his biggest contenders for the title here is Bauto Abspor. Now he's much shorter in stature than Lionel, but he does pack a lot of muscle, and if he's really conditioned here, do you think he can take out Lionel?
Mate, if Lionel's slightly off, I mean, Balto's, what is he? He's 5'4", and I think he comes in around, well, he's under the 212 mark. I mean, this guy's got some monstrous quads, some really good poses as well, like his front double bicep, his front lat spread, side chest. I mean, there's some freaky poses, but he needs to be in that, real 100% condition, which, he's come close to before, but I just, then again, depending on how the judges are going to be, I mean, yeah, I can't see him beating Lionel if Lionel looks too good at 2 days out. Yeah,
I think Lionel is looking very good, so he's going to be my pick, and I'm guessing he's going to be your pick. Mo Banu, the cousin of, or actually the nephew of Samir Banu, Mr. Olympia winner. He's, he doesn't have the shape that his uncle has, but he does come in supremely conditioned. He's got 2 fourth places this year in tougher lineups. Now he brings, that crazy condition. Do you think this condition can, almost make Lionel look bad on stage and potentially, if there's a show that this guy's going to win, it will be this show?
You're right. If there is a show, yeah, you're 100%, especially with the judges over there. I mean, Mo's trademark is his condition, and I've never seen him off. He comes in razor sharp, but with that, he also lacks a bit of fullness because of his conditioning. Again, I mean, I would still think Lionel can beat him. Lionel's conditions, by the looks of it, like I said 2 days ago, he's on track for an even better performance. And Lionel was miles ahead of him, I thought, at the last pro show. So I can't see him beating Lionel, no.
No, I agree. Now, Alexei Lezyukov, this is perhaps one of the more heavily anticipated pro debuts. He's been, he's one of these guys that's been all over form since he's been about 17 years old, and now he's in his young to mid-20s. Do you think, I mean, we've seen some 6 day out photos, or I think it's about 6 days out, and he doesn't quite look hard enough to battle in the pros, and he's had that problem before. Do you think perhaps, it could be a water issue and he can pull it all out and perhaps, get some Olympic qualification points, although they wouldn't matter?
I don't think so, Zaves. I mean, this is his long-awaited pro debut, and the Russians are pumping this up. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube at the moment documenting Alexei's life and where he lives, and it's pretty hard over in Russia, mate. They're way behind in everything. Gyms, even where he lives, it's way behind where we are. The 6 days out pictures, he was massive, like humongous, with huge legs, shoulders, arms, chest. Doesn't lack anything except that that full-on conditioning, which he still hasn't brought to the stage yet. So I can't see why this would be any different. And the 6-day out pitches pretty much support that as well. I don't think he'll be 100%, and you can't afford to be off with those other guys.
No, because there is some guys coming into this show, especially a European show, that will come in really well conditioned. Now it's kind of an interesting battle that will happen. It's got the 2012 Arnold amateur winner in Matthias Bothoff. He'll be battling the 2013 Arnold amateur winner as well. So now Matthias, I kind of alluded that he's kind of like a smaller Armin Schultz, who, for those who remember Armin back in the day. Do you think he can, if he's added a bit of size to his legs and has kind of filled out a little bit more, do you think he can, place well in a show like this?
First off, I think your comparison with Armin's pretty spot on there, especially from the front. If he has brought his legs up, he could be. I can't see him in the top 3, but he's got a very impressive upper body, extremely tight waist. So obviously it makes his front poses, his front double bicep and lat spread very impressive, very full chests and shoulders. I just can't see him being up in that top 3.
Yeah, it's almost like his height's almost hurting him a little bit, because I know he's over 6 foot. He's quite a tall guy. He's a super heavy competitor. But yeah, it's just for a guy like that, he does need to pack a whole heap of muscle. Now, this is the 2013 Arnold amateur winner in Emilio Del Amuno. I've been practicing his name all day. Mm-hmm. Now, he's got a pretty complete physique. Not as tall as Matthias, obviously. Do you think he can do well?
Mate, Emilio could, and it's good to see. I mean, he's obviously just won the amateur Arnold. He's jumping straight in. He's not waiting at all. Very impressive from the back. He comes in with extremely striated glutes and hemis, Christmas tree in the lower back, lats are striated. So very impressive from the back. From the front, he doesn't seem to lack too much. Impressive quads. Maybe just needs to be a little bit bigger to compare with the top couple of guys. But he could be a surprise.
Yeah, he doesn't have any glaring weaknesses. You look at his physique and you just basically say, he needs a little bit more muscle and he'll do well. And, he won that, in March this year. So, he's had a little bit of a chance to pack on a little bit more size and hopefully bring that razor sharp conditioning. And I think it'd be, he'd do a real disservice to himself if he decided he wanted to come in much bigger and he didn't bring that conditioning. Because in this show, if he's conditioned, he can definitely place top 5.
Yeah, agree.
Now, Mick, I want you to give a prediction. I'm going to give mine. Yeah. I'll give my top 5 based on the names we've talked about. So I'm putting Lionel Baiki in first. I'm putting Bauto Abspor in second. I'm putting Mo Banu in third. I'm putting Emilio Del Amuno in fourth. And I'm going to put Matthias Bothoff in fifth.
Mate, that's pretty much exactly how I've picked it.
Yeah, sure. You just take the easy way out.
No. Well, Lionel, clearly, to me, he's my pick. I'd like to win. If this is judged fairly, and those pictures we've seen from a few days ago, it's his show to win. There's no question about it. Second, yeah, agree. I'm going the same as you. I just think he's got too much size, condition to come in. Mo, purely for his conditioning. But just to be different from you, I'm going to put Alexia in fifth. I think maybe the judges over there might try and pop him up into the top 5 position.
Yep, excellent. So you've decided to change things up a little bit. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Alexi if he can kind of come in a little bit harder than those pictures are suggesting, because I think even a few week out pictures he looked perhaps a little bit harder than the picture 6-day out pictures. So it might just be some bad lighting and stuff as well that is hurting him. He might be holding a little water, and if he can pull it out, he might be able to do well.
There's no doubt he's a future star. No doubt at all with that size and conditioning. The size and fullness he has. I just think maybe someone like that needs to get over to the States as soon as possible and spend some time over there and see how he goes.
Yeah, I agree. Now, make sure you stay tuned, everyone, to rxmuscle.com and rxmuscle.com.au over the weekend to check out all the results for live play-by-plays and things like that. And also be sure to follow RX Muscle and RX Muscle Australia on Facebook, YouTube and Instagram. And that's it for me, Xavier Wills and Michael Galley. Make sure you stay tuned to RX Muscle. We are out.